Welcome back to the Huddle CFB. Today we're recapping week 3, starting with Texas A&M Notre Dame. I knew this would be a fun game because the moment I turned it on, Notre Dame blocked a kick return and took it all the way to the house. Jeremiah Love was getting the ball early, which helped get their running game going, but then Reed connects with Mario Craver for an 86-yard touchdown on their second drive of the game. Texas A&M looked good on offense, and their defense also stood out to me. They played hard, and I think they deserve a lot of credit, because Texas A&M played like they had something to prove, and that is the best kind of football to watch, in my opinion. They could definitely be a playoff team if they keep playing like this. This was a huge win for them. The fact that A&M had as many penalties as they did, but were still able to get the win, shows that Notre Dame has a couple things they need to figure out, especially on defense. Now, the only way that Notre Dame has a chance of making the playoff is if they win out, and if some of the teams that are ahead of them lose some games. Georgia, Tennessee. If I had to describe this game with one word, it would be electric, and that's exactly what you would expect from a ranked SEC matchup. Tennessee came out red hot with Joey putting the belt to Georgia in the first quarter. He was clearly the better QB in the first half. Georgia's defense started to come alive in the second quarter, and that's what stopped Tennessee from being able to run up the score. And their running game is what kept them in the fight. From their immediate response in the beginning of the second quarter that led to a touchdown by Zach Branch to the short 3 to 4 yard gains that kept the sticks moving. I heard that Tennessee typically starts strong in these games against Georgia, but it's a 60-minute game. And the question is, can you sustain that level of performance and offense for 60 minutes? And that's what I was wondering the whole game, and it looks like they weren't able to, because it seemed like they were scoring every 5 seconds. I think it's worth noting that Joey Aguilar did not seem rattled by the moment or the importance of this game at all. He was playing big-time football. I will say, I'm sure it helped that he was playing at home. But when Georgia started to get into a rhythm in the second half, they completely shut down that explosive Tennessee offense that we saw. The game ended up going down to the wire. Thanks to Gunnar Humphreys scoring a touchdown and Zach Branch getting the 2-point conversion to tie the game in the fourth quarter. But despite their best efforts, Tennessee still loses to Georgia for the 9th year in a row by 1 point. Hate to see it. Clemson, Georgia Tech. This was a big upset and a clutch win for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, thanks to Aiden Burr, who drills a 55-yard field goal with the game on the line. Hats off to him for having absolute nerves of steel. Honestly, I really didn't watch this game, but the fact that Clemson got upset by a team that they were supposed to beat, I'm here for that, and I love that storyline. Congratulations to Georgia Tech and Aiden Burr with a clutch kick. Next up, Wisconsin, Alabama. A couple things I noticed about Ty, and I'm sure everybody noticed about Ty Simpson. He played with a lot of confidence and showed flashes of being a dual threat, which was fun to watch. I noticed his pocket awareness and ability to evade the sack. He was also really accurate. He literally completed 4 back-to-back passes that led to a touchdown to end the first half, and all of them were for more than like 7 yards. It was insane. And if he keeps playing like this, or even close to this level for the majority of the season, I don't see how he's not a Heisman finalist. Should I really be surprised? I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school, so the talent's there. He just had to wait a long time to show it. These are his stats for the first half. 13 completed passes of 14, 192 yards passing, averaging 13.7 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He played out of his mind. Kalen DeBoer also made a ballsy play call at the beginning of the third quarter. The first play he called was a flea flicker screen for Ryan Williams, who then takes it all the way up the sideline to score a touchdown. That was easily the craziest play I've ever seen result in a touchdown ever. I was sure that they were getting too fancy because they had a great first half and that there was no chance it would work, but no. That shit worked. They literally had the entire offensive line blocking for Ryan up the sideline. Alabama's defense deserves some credit as well, because anytime Wisconsin started to show some life, they just shut them down completely. Thanks to guys like Hubbard, who got 2 interceptions, and their D-line and their defensive line was putting a ton of pressure on Danny O'Neal. For a young quarterback, that proved to be too much, and he was making a lot of mistakes, which you would expect. Honestly, I don't know if I should be surprised that this game went this way, and if I should be raving about it this much, because I don't know how good Wisconsin actually is. So you guys let me know in the comments if this win was supposed to go this way, if Wisconsin was supposed to get dominated by, Alabama this year. I don't know how good they are. And that's all I have for week 3. Peace.